Flap is giving us a concert here. Okay, so I've been neglecting this channel, but I'm just going to keep going with where I left off, which is back in August of 2020. So let's dig through and see what's back there. This car, I've never been able to get the AC working. It's got an R12 in it, and it's got a really difficult low side filler port. You have to buy a bunch of fittings, custom shit. I don't know if any of it works. So I saw somebody on YouTube make a Lexan vent air scoop. So I thought I might cut up a pop bottle and just tie wrap it on there. I held my hand right here and it seemed to make a lot of wind, so I'll give it a try here. But, you know, high class. Just kind of putting it in there. Trying to figure out where those holes are going to go. I'll poke that in there with a pop knife. It's not like I'm expecting this to be some kind of miracle or anything. I'm just looking for a little bit of something. So like that, it's probably just going to blow off. But it might do something. I don't know. We'll find out. Well, they're actually kind of working. They're making air come into the car. I don't want to be flattened out, but I can feel it. It's definitely bringing air in, and if I put my finger back there, I'll pop it out a little bit. Well, I think that's a pretty cheap mod there for a lot more air in the car. It's still really hot. Right, Lucy? But at least the sweat is evaporating, so it's not as bad. What a life. So, check this glorious mess out. I found this plastic motorcycle on the street in New York City back in 2007 or 8 or something like that. It's kind of cool, but it was taken apart and kind of broken. So I got from my collection of old dead drills, I've replaced its old battery system with just a 20 volt Milwaukee or 18 volt Milwaukee, just putting out about 20 volts. This is for Ronaldo's birthday coming up next week, so I got to play lathe operator and make these little plastic doohickeys. And I actually used calipers and measured, so it all fits. Actually, I'm going to wait on that because I need to. I'm waiting for spray paint to dry. I forgot, I got to put the tank on first before I put the front wheel in. And hopefully they're dry enough. This one's kind of scabby looking, but it's shiny. Just got to fool a kid. Well, I tried to proof test it. I wanted to make sure that it could take a little more than just a 4-year-old, because I'm sure that at least one of the siblings will jump on it. And I immediately broke this bottom plastic ear. So I made a new metal ear that wraps around underneath and in between. So I'm just loading this up to take it over for Ronaldo's birthday. Thought I'd show. I was looking at the video, realized I didn't really show any of its features. But basically I took apart the drill and found where it came out to just 2 wires from the battery. So those are those 2 wires there. One of them's a fuse, and I left that so you could get it out. The power comes from the battery, goes to the controller, and where it comes out, it goes back up to the direction switch up there and then back down to the motor. And I got worried about this old drill handle being the lowest part, so I did a very groovy, made a custom shield for it so that when you crash into stuff it will hit the old Milwaukee logo. And that tie wrapped it and got it up as high as I could. You can see it's kind of bulging up through the pedal, but that's it.
That's your gift. This thing doesn't have. This thing has wheels, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got wheels.
But it doesn't have back wheels. Now he has a motorbike. Hello. I need to wow.
No, it was super hard. Like, I've done that before.
Ah, don't let me say it.
Fine. I don't know why. It just made me nauseous. No, there was so much of it.
Then.
Well, I was editing away, but then I got a call from Laurel, who is one of my friends and a client. I've done some work on her rigs, and she's got a new horse trailer and can't get the stalls to open, or I don't know, something's going on. So I'm going to run out to the shop and help her and get back to this video editing a little later. Well, this it's part of a horse trailer, and this bar is supposed to slide inside this tube. I had to beat the bejesus out of it, clamping this in the vise and beating on this to get this to drop off finally. Looks like it filled up with water at some point. See how it's bulged and cracked? So there's a lot of corrosion down in there that it's impossible to get to, but I think it just has to, I mean, it goes in most of the way now, and more importantly, it comes back. So as long as it gets there, it's okay. Even if it goes in any further, it gets in. So, and when she was hammering on it, she broke off this other ear. So I'm going to weld that guy back on there using this 9/16 bolt. That was a very crude guide. Okay, back to work. Okay, well, operation success. The hippies are back on the road, and I can go back to editing video. I'm up here at the ranch. I had to take down this fence so we can load hay, or Carl can load hay in there. So I've got my mom's old Winchester here, single shot, and these low velocity 22 longs. They're only 700 feet per second or something like that, so they're real quiet. I got them for doing target practice with Andy. And then I got a super ghetto, what is that, a horse hoof stand or a gun rifle stand? Well, maybe it's both. And then some targets out there, including some really little stuff. It's like a it's just, this gun is so great. It's a peep sight, single shot from the 1930s. The ejector doesn't work real well, but it's super fun to shoot it. That light bulb right there. That's what I'm trying to shoot. I don't suppose there's any way I could brace my camera on some of this shit. Oh, I hit it. Right on. That's an X bulb. That's amazing. Looks like it was still good. So, or maybe looks like maybe I ricocheted off right there and hit it. I guess I'll see it on the video. Either way, it's a dead bulb. Kind of hard to see it even from that far. Wow, that was super satisfying. So here's the lucky bullet. And that's, gosh, I don't know how far away that is. 50 yards maybe? Far enough away to be in the shade. I mean, the best thing about these subsonics is that they don't scare the horses at all. They're just sitting there the whole time. I've been shooting. And they're Appaloosas and they don't even care. It's amazing. Well, that was so satisfying, I kind of want to shoot something else. That's how it goes, right? So I need another ridiculously little tiny target. What is that? That's kind of a cool thing. It's like a corner doodad, but maybe for a spaceship. This is the kind of mysterious junk piles I grew up with as a kid. You know, this is an escutcheon for a Chevrolet door handle, some kind of spring bracket, head bolt for a Chevy, fan pulley for an old Chevy. Play the game. That's a piece of broken something. That's not automotive. Electrical cover plate. It's obviously a latch of some kind, but don't know. Latches. Oh, some hammer handle. Half of a chain link. Temptation is to shoot the beer bottles, but they're kind of too easy. Well, the light bulb was perfect. Ew, pull strap for an old Chevy. All its hardware and everything. There's some good stuff in here. Roof rack bracket, prop of a Datsun wagon, exhaust manifold doohickey. Yeah, there we go. That looks like a target, doesn't it? An old capacitor. I mean, I can't have hit it with the first shot. It just isn't as stable as the other one. I think it wants to go this way. Oh, there we go. Let's try that. Oh, I hit it. Look, I drilled it. There's no denying that that hit it. I mean, you can tell by the impact, that's not a very big target. And I hit it dead center, maybe just a tiny bit low, but that's only my... I tell you, this gun is amazing. Those low velocity rounds just kind of bounced right off of it there. That was the second shot. That's what I mean. It's like so accurate. It's not like it has a scope or anything. It's just that the peep sight just works so well. I don't even know what to do now. Obviously, I can't miss. Famous last words. I was just realizing what I need to do is stop dinking around with this stuff, and actually the other part of this equation is I need to run extension cords down here. I forgot about that part. And I was just sitting here thinking about what needed to be done. I was thinking I needed to move my shooting stand here. My hat, it's getting a little crusty. Amazon reviews on these wire nuts, let me know, they're holding up pretty good. Okay, and then what happened to this one? Does this one still have an end on it? It does. So let's see if it'll reach up to. So I'm hanging out here with the kitty. I found the electrical cords, and they have some melted ends where this black cord melted itself into this orange cord or something like that. The orange cord has a good male end. I've got a new female end for that end, and I've got a new, I thought one of these was bad. Maybe it's the other one. So that one's funky. That one's funky. Maybe it's the green one. And I got these new ones swapped on there. And I videoed it, but whatever. It's not like that's a very exciting video. So now I want to test it and see if we've got power. So let's see. All right, I'm gonna do that. Okay, so they tested out. Now I need something I can plug in. Oh my God. You wonder why my shop is so messy. I learned it from the best. Well, maybe I'll go back out to the shop and just grab something. Ooh, but first I think I need a drink of water. Holy cow. Rusty got tangled up with something. Maybe a badger? Hard to tell. Some small mammal got him. His nose is bit up and his right leg's hurting him. Well, yeah, I found the Sawzall to test these cords with. I have to go shoot some of those ground squirrels just to relive my childhood. Shot so many of those things. It made no difference, you know, I was pretty sure I was going to hold them back, you know. So I shot hundreds of the things. And it made absolutely no difference. Every time I'd shoot one, they'd have two more babies. Because there was enough grass for them to eat. And that's what they were doing. So anyway, you know, nature is circles. Enough grass for the ground squirrels, enough ground squirrels for the coyotes, enough coyotes for the ground squirrels, enough. It all balances out, so the effects of one bullet at a time are pretty trivial. But they sure are tempting targets. They stand up, and they like to sit on rocks, so they're easy to see. Anyway, don't think about those. Okay, let's just test this. This is my first stop. With my electrical apparatus here. Let's see if all this ghetto wiring is still holding up. All right. There's a, so if I put up those old teepee poles, like I love it. And then I just ratchet strap them to the gate. They're not actually screwed on or anything. It's all Burning Man stuff. I just do Burning Man quality work everywhere I go. So they're clamped on there. And they're tall enough that you can drive the big truck through without hitting anything. And look at those nice clove hitches up there. That's all it is. There's no screw, no nothing, just a pair of clove hitches. And it's been holding up for a long time. A couple of years, 3, 4, 5 years now, Lucy? Something like that? Something like that. Long enough to prove that it works. Okay, well, I'm going to run down to the next cable here. I'm just going to run the wire along the top of the fence here where the horses can get at it. Or maybe I'll just lace it every time I run it out, it usually gets run out in the grass, and then I run over it with the mower. So I'm going to follow the fence here. That was an enjoyable hour and a half. But now we have a plug down here to plug in the hay thing. He's got an electric, what's the word for it? A hay elevator, a conveyor belt, hay conveyor, something like that. Get that plugged in there. And we got power. So there you have it. That'll do for this week. There'll be another video next Sunday. And a special thank you to the patrons who are encouraging me to develop this channel, and really appreciate it. You can find me on Patreon as Quill Hyde, and there's still slots available in the first 10 category, who are all going to get a special one-off sculpture. I haven't started yet, but got some ideas. Just got to finish Gary's car first and get things rolling. So thanks everyone for watching.